This is the iCue Link LCD screen all-in-one module upgrade kit. Here we have the screen and also some other accessories. We will get what is inside the box. This you can use it only with iCue Link all-in-one by Corsair. Lately they have been also selling the complete kit with the screen already installed, but in case you get earlier the all-in-one without the screen, now this is the upgrade kit. So let's check what's inside the box and how we can install it and set it up on iCue. So here it is what's inside the box. The upgrade kit itself, the screen as we can see, and the two cables. This one is the USB cable that we have to connect it to the all-in-one hub. We will get to that in a minute, how you can install this one. And this is the splitter, as we can see, USB 2.0 header splitter. So in case you don't have enough headers on your motherboard, you can use splitter in order to connect all your devices. There is nothing else inside the box. So if you need some manuals or if you need to check how to install everything, you have to scan this QR code here. So as we can see, this screen doesn't have any kind of connection except for these 10 pins that we have here. So these pins make contact with the pump itself. So these pins are used also for the data and for the, of course, for the power. So we will get to the installation. Alright guys, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you, but the USB Type-C cable should be connected here on this USB Type-C port here. As we can see, this is an all-in-one by Corsair, the iCue Link series. Of course, the display is for that one. So you have to connect the USB cable here and then the USB 2.0 header on your motherboard. Then the next step is removing the cover here. This is a simple cover, doesn't have any function, it's just showing the lights. So you have just to push it as so, and that's it. So the RGB lighting is here. Hopefully with the LCD kit, the RGB lighting will be a little bit different because this is so dimmed out and I don't honestly like it as much. And the installation of the LCD kit is pretty simple. You have to just push it into the pump itself. Just by keep in mind, you have to check the pins that are on this side here. Otherwise, the LCD display will not turn on. So let's just simply push it. Here we go. You should hear this click and then you are good to go. So here is the LCD installed. As we can see, we can check certain infos here. In this case, I'm setting up the temps, but we can set up everything. We will get to that in a minute in iCue. And then you can set up also GIFs and whatever else. This is the black version. I don't know if you can see this kind of black tinted here on the corners. There is also a white version for the white only one. What I don't like on this one is, as we can see, we have this kind of RGB lights here that we can almost see through the shape of the LCD. I honestly don't like that. I even can count them. There should be 34. So I would have preferred something more uniform. But let's stop for a moment. I want to ask you guys a huge favor. A lot of you who watch my videos are not subscribed to the channel. I would highly appreciate if you consider subscribing. It takes 1 second to click on the subscribe button, and that will help a lot the channel and allow me to bring more content like this. Thanks a lot for your support. Right guys, once we install the LCD and we open iCue, here we have the LCD settings. So let's enter and let's go through some settings here. The first submenu is the lighting effects. So here you can change the lighting effects of only the ring of the LCD or also of the fans which are connected to all the all-in-one. In this case, we are going to change only the effects of the LCD. As we can see, we can change an inner ring then an outer ring. So this is the effects that you can apply on the LCD. Moving on the other submenu, we have the hardware lighting. So wherever the iCue is closed, you can, or you install iCue, the hardware lighting will be applied this one. So here you can choose between some other effects. The screen setup is when you can choose what kind of information you want to see on the screen. In this case, I have the dual bar, so you can check the temp of the CPU and the temp of the GPU, and you can change certain settings. You can even change what kind of temps you want to be showing on the display. We have plenty of sensors here. Moving on, the hardware screen is the same thing as with the lighting. So wherever you close iCue, you have certain effects that you can apply here. We have the image or the GIFs here. If you don't apply none of them, if you don't click on nothing of them, the display by default will show the temp of the liquid cooler. Moving on cooling, you can change the settings on the fans which are connected to the all-in-one. You can even label them and you can change the name. Alerts, if you want to trigger some alert, and fan setup. So you can run the wizard here and you can change how the fans are, on which place are installed. And in the device settings, you can check for some firmware and you can choose between the black version or the white version. And here is the frame rate. This display has a frame rate of 30 FPS, so it's showing those GIFs and those effects pretty smooth. So if you don't want that frame rate, because you can see by here it's going to affect the CPU performance, you can decide by reducing it to 15 or some other values. So that's it for the settings on iCue. The Corsair iCue Link LCD kit is a good add-on if you already have one of the latest Corsair's iCue Link all-in-one. You can install it easily, and it also can be useful for monitoring some sensors on your system. The lighting of the outer ring is a little bit weird and doesn't give the feeling of the high quality RGB lighting. Sure, the LCD here is not for aesthetics purposes but for being useful as a monitoring device. But considering the price of $100, Corsair could have done much better here with this RGB lighting. If you found this video about the Corsair iCue Link LCD helpful, consider subscribing, hit the like button, and don't forget to enable the notifications. Thanks a lot for your support, and thanks for watching.